PETase. What is PETase? PETase is an enzyme that breaks down PET plastic. This bacteria was found in 2016 from the Japanese scientists. They tested different bacteria from a bottle recycling plant and found out that Ideonella stachanensis 201-F6 could actually digest polyethylene terephthalate, which is PET, that is used for PET bottles. It digests by secreting an enzyme, which is a type of protein that can speed up chemical reactions, which is known as PETase. Function of PETase. PETase breaks down polyethylene terephthalate PET, which is a material used common for plastic, clothing, and carpets. PETase back into its building blocks to create an opportunity to reduce pollution that occurs because of plastic, greenhouse gases, and recycled plastic, infinitely using this PETase at plastic. What is the problem that needs to be solved? When you throw the plastic trash away, it will decompose for more than 400 years in the ocean. Plastics are complex polymers, which means that they are long, repeating chains of molecules that don't dissolve in water. This could have a deadly impact on marine life because the plastic will stay in the ocean for more than 400 years. If there is impact on marine life, then heavy metals and other contaminants can be transferred to seafood that humans produce. This will harm on humans' health. What is the problem that needs to be solved? And also, plastic harms the environment physically, biologically, chemically. Physically, when animals get trapped by plastic waste and actually eat them, it'll bring death to the animals. Chemically, the chemical additives used in manufacturing plastics can cause health problems to humans. Biologically, when microorganisms like bacteria, viruses move through a lot of different countries by riding the plastic waste, it could be one reason for virus or bacteria spread. How is PETase used in addressing the problem? As the problem was that plastic takes up hundreds of years to decompose, and when it stays in the environment, it harms animals, nature, humans, but you can still solve this problem by using PETase. PETase is an enzyme secreted by bacteria, and you can break down plastic in just a few days by splitting chemical bonds in PET and allow bacteria to absorb the plastic molecules compared to the natural decomposition that takes up 400 through 800 years depending on the environment. Also, since the PETase enzyme secretes by bacteria, Ideonella stachanensis is survival in water, it can break down the plastic underwater easily, which will lower the marine pollution. When this happens, we will no longer need to produce plastic, which will save the environment. Applications to problem solving. In order to apply PETase commercially, it needs to be on a very big scale to have a meaningful impact on the environment, and a lot of companies are testing it. For example, major corporations like Pepsi and Nestle are planning to build their first demonstration plant that uses PETase to break down PET plastic. Since the initial discovery was set up that PETase would be a revolution of plastic recycling, the team engineered the natural PETase to decompose 20% faster for breaking down at the laboratory. We can expect faster plastic decomposition, which will also speed the problem. Implications. Pros. Since the decomposition time was dramatically reduced, plastic will decrease a lot because rate of work processing increased. This also stops harming the environment because when decomposition speed goes up, the recycling step speed will also increase, which will make the chance of creating new plastic decrease, and this will save the environment. If plastic recycling plants that use PETase are well managed, then it'll have positive effects on the environment, and we will no longer need to produce plastics because we can reuse the plastics. And when we go for the step of plastic recycling plants, PETase will turn the plastic molecules into the basic molecules, so you can reuse it anyways. Currently, implications. Cons. Currently, PETase is not commercially viable because it is still in the research stage. In order to have a meaningful impact on the environment, it needs to be applied at a larger scale. However, we still have a lot of research to do to commercialize it. If recycling plants factories cause additional contamination, such as air and water pollution, then it'll have harmful impacts. These are my citations. Thank you for listening to my presentation.